Yo, this week on the Boom Bap Chat, we welcome my guest, Kid Abstrakt. Let's start the show.
Peace, peace. I am MC Till.
Peace, I am Profound.
Peace, I'm Imas Murad.
Yo, and together
we bring you
the Boom Bap Chat.
That's right, number 85. And it is unofficially sponsored by Everybody's Records here in Cincinnati. Please come visit us, visit Everybody's Records, support them. They support the local music scene and the hip hop community. If you can't get here, you can always check them out online at everybody'srecords.com.
If you don't have a copy of our annual Boom Bap Review books, you can get all three for $30 at boombapreview.com.
And our new book, The Native Tongues Review, is coming out in May, so mark your calendars. And if you want to get the latest updates, sign up for our monthly newsletter at boombapmonthly.com. All right, Till, let's start the show.
Let's start this show. Number 85, we have a really dope MC in the house. You know, when you think about jazzy, boom bap, hip hop music, artists like Guru might come to mind, Digable Planets, Tribe, but this guest tonight needs to come to mind as well because his music is just that dope. I want you all to do something crazy, do a backflip, jump up and down, spank your kids, do something, and let's join me in welcoming Kid Abstrakt to the Boom Bap Chat. Yeah!
Let's go.
Hey, welcome, Kid Abstrakt. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I'm blessed. How are you guys?
Doing very well, man. Doing very well. Glad to have you on tonight, man. And before we jump into conversation, man, we always like to give flowers to our guests because we always bring on guests that we respect. And one thing that I've really appreciated, from you over the years is just the standard of quality that you put out in your music. Some artists of the past 10 years, they're putting out, it feels like a tape or an album every week, and you're a little bit more spread out with your releases. But we know when it comes, it's always going to be a great, certain quality. And it's that jazzy boom bap sound that I love. So just appreciate you for, the quality that you put out. So props to you for that, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I mean, I wish I could drop tracks every week or so. I don't operate that way though, man. I like to take my time, make sure everything comes out perfectly. I don't like to rush art. You know what I mean? Let it come naturally. But I'm really glad you guys like it, man. I'm happy to be on. Super excited.
Man. Yeah. So, even in the intro, I talked about like your music being jazzy, boom bap music. That's how I kind of describe it to people. Would you say it's a fair assessment? How would you describe your music to people?
I would describe it as life music, everyday life music. Hip hop you can enjoy at any time. You want some raw stuff, you want some street bars, or you want some stuff you can listen to with the kids. Yeah. You want some stuff you can just chill, vibe out, play in the background, some content that'll inspire you, something that'll motivate you. That's the type of music I make, man.
Yeah, that's dope. How you feel about that, Profound?
I think that's dope. I don't mean this disrespectfully, but when I listened to the album, the first thing I thought about besides traveling was like when you zoned out cleaning up on the weekend. Normally I like to listen to a variety of things, but I was like, you can listen to this like over and over again and be zoned out, and next thing you know, you might lose the whole day but from listening to it. But the vibe was definitely on point, man. I was definitely feeling it.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, man. It's probably because I wrote some of the rhymes while cleaning. That's probably why it worked that way. Dad life, man. Dad life.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, no doubt. The album that, if you don't know, the album we're talking about is right here. It's Jazzy Vibes by Kid Abstrakt and Emma Pia. How did you and Emma Pia come together?
So he actually reached out a few years back. He wanted to do a remix for a Revolutionary Rhythm track, which is my group. So he wanted the vocals and the cuts. I sent it to him. He worked on something. He did not like it for some reason. I never got to hear it. He was like, man, I can't do it justice. How about we just do something fresh? And I was like, all right, well, when I get some time, let me finish some stuff I'm working on, and then we'll get back to it. So maybe like a year or two passed. He dropped a couple beat tapes under, self-release, his own label. And so I go in and I pick out some beats, and I'm like, yo, how about I get these right here? We make an album out of these. And he was like, let's go. That makes it easier for me, and it fit perfectly, man.
That's dope. On the production tip, I wanted to ask, and then Profound, if you have a lyrical question, get that ready. But on the production tip, every album you release, all the singles that you've released, they have a very jazzy, sound to them. And I'm just curious to know, like, where that, comes from. Like, did you grow up on jazz music? Where does that influence come from in your life?
Yeah, I always had jazz music around. Mainly bossa nova was kind of what I started with. So that's how you got the Daydreaming album with the deli.
Yeah.
It was inspired by my trip to Brazil. I do have family in Brazil, and my mom played a lot of bossa nova around the house. So from that, I kind of did my homework, started studying a little more, and I just fell in love with jazz, man.
Yeah. Do you still listen to jazz to this day?
Yes, I do, man. But I'm no, master. I still got to learn a little more, I did take an introductory jazz class in at the college right over here. It's Harbor College, and learned a lot, man. It was really dope. I was a little younger at the time, though. I wish I could retake it because I feel like I would pay attention a little more,
Do you remember anything from the class that stuck out to you?
I think it was more about the business because he was also schooling people. Like there were a lot of MCs in the class, and he was kind of putting people on game, like just kind of the ins and outs of the industry. So that's probably what I took, probably the best part that I took from the class.
Yeah. Cool. Profound, any thoughts?
Yeah, I got a question on lyrics, man. Like going through the album, like I really like it from start to finish, right? But as MCs, you have those things that grab you, and real talk definitely, and drop it. Like when those come on, like they definitely got repeats after they finish. I was like, wait a minute, I can't go no further. Let me hear that again. But my question is about deeper than rap. Can you go into a little bit about what context, like what does that really mean? If you had to explain that to somebody that's just learning about you, what's the context of it's deeper than rap?
So I think when I say deeper than rap, sometimes when people hear the word rap, they have this misconception of music, what it might be about. They're already assuming what it's about, and they don't really understand what might have inspired you to come up with raps. For example, when I heard that beat, I was like, I don't know, I need to tell a story on this one, something that'll really resonate with the listeners that's true to me. And it just happened to be a story of how a fan reached out to me, a supporter, and he told me that our music got him through a hard time. His father passed away, unfortunately, rest in peace. And he shared that news with me. And it was at a time where I was thinking about quitting rap. So that's when I was like, yo, it's deeper than rap, man. This music stuff is really powerful. And I know, as MCs, as fans, as supporters of it, there's days when we're listening to music, we're like, man, this is beautiful. This is why I love music, and you have other days where you're like, man, I don't even want to do this anymore, man. Stressful. But, after I got that message, I knew it was deeper than rap, man. I'm gonna do this forever.
That's dope. Just to follow up to that, are you an MC that needs the track first? You need the beat first, or do you write? Like sometimes I get in moments where I may not necessarily have a beat, but I just got these thoughts that I just need to get out, and I might write them to a metronome or something. But I'm just interested. Like, do you need the beat first, or no?
No, I definitely operate the same way. There's times where ideas come to mind, I write them down, but usually I try to transfer them to a beat. At this point, I think early in high school, middle school, I was just writing whatever came to mind, And a lot of times I would try to plug it into music and maybe it would be like too many words or it just didn't fit right, or I couldn't find the right beat that would really fit that topic. So now I definitely turn on a beat first and see what it inspires. Mainly because I'm on album mode. But when I'm not on album mode, I can just write bars for days and whatever comes out, comes out.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, it's dope.
Well, yeah. So I got a question on the song Real Talk. You said so we can all build, but they rather compete, split up the meals and everybody can eat, but the snakes in the grass want to steal from your plate, and nothing fake, truly raw, only real can relate. It's real talk. So like, can you like expound on that? I know what you mean when you say that. So like, can you expound on that? Like, what do you mean when you said that? I know what you mean. I just want to hear from you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, it's really relevant. It's something that I think about quite often, man. Just there's so many artists and so many people always competing for some reason. Like they're looking at others and thinking, why don't I have that? Or, why can't I be on this level? Or and then just looking at it from a perspective of hate for some reason or jealousy, when the fact is that, you got to put in the work to get there as well. And then on the other side, there's people that want to like gatekeep, you know what I mean? And keep things for themselves. You know what I mean? Like you can put other people on that. There's no problem with showing someone else love, man. You can get it back. Like for there's some weird thing that's going on right now where like, if I show someone else love, it's taken away from my value. And I just don't understand it, man, because anytime I enjoy something, I make sure I let people know. I'll be straight up, yo, this is dope. Like, forget like, man, I wish I made that, or I wish I had that many likes or that many comments or that many views. You know what I mean? Like, that's something a lot of people think about now.
Yeah, it's dope because one of our brothers, he probably listening in right now. Shout out Joe November. We was having a conversation the other day about how people within hip hop withhold information, and they don't usually like create a community and share. Like say if you a producer and you know how to work an MP, a lot of producers, they'll keep a lot of information to themselves, especially if it's somebody that want to learn. So this verse from Real Talk, it makes me think that you're about like sharing information. Like you're not the one that withhold information. Like if you came across a young buck that want to rhyme, I think you would give him everything that you know what I'm saying? Like the things that you learn, you would transfer that on or pass that on to the young person. So how do you
100%.
feel about that? Like about like the competition, like it can still be competitive, but the withholding of information, like how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Look, there's another way to look at it. You see, I saw a tweet the other day where it said someone will discover your music, follow you, and ask you to collab all within like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And it's like so many artists nowadays, man, and everybody wants to collab. So I understand that you can't work with everybody and share your knowledge with everyone. It's like it's literally impossible, man. I get DMs all the time, people wanting to work. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody, but I can't work with everybody, man. Of course, I want to handle my own art too. I want to focus on what I want to do. And so speaking on that, and people not sharing the knowledge, how are we all gonna grow? You know what I mean? How are you gonna grow without someone, not sharing that knowledge with you? Like for example, if people didn't have constructive criticism on my lyrics, I wouldn't be where I am today, man. So I'm super grateful for the people that were honest with me, told me how they felt, and they've taught me things that they've learned through their music and their time in the industry. It's allowed me to grow, man. So I'm extremely grateful for that. And if I can do that for someone else, man, I would love to do that.
That's dope.
That's super dope. I want to take a moment to show some love to some of the folks that are viewing in. Rosa Reads with Rosa coming all the way from Japan, eating her lunch. Fan of the Boom Bap Chat and Kid Abstrakt. So shout out to you, Reads with Rosa. We really appreciate you being a fan and tuning in. And my man Jeff here, he's a big fan. He says Kid Abstrakt is one of my all-time faves. Local legend that I market and spread the word of all time.
Man.
So yeah, so much love there to you, Jeff. And I had a question from someone in Germany actually that knew that you were coming on, big fan, but he was like, dude, it's like 4 a.m. when you go on, so I'm gonna be asleep. So I'm sure he'll check this out the next day. But his name's Acid, and he is wondering about your favorite producers. So who are some of your favorite producers?
Oh, real quick, just want to say thank you to Jeff and Rosa. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, no doubt. I appreciate y'all for real. So to answer the question of favorite producers, it's hard to put them in a list, man. In no particular order. I would go DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Jay Dilla, that's one. Let's see. I'm gonna give you a one that you probably don't hear very often. Funky DL. Let's see. Who else? It's always when you get asked the question, you're like, man, all the names slip your mind.
Right. But speaking of Funky DL, man, I know you're a fan of the V Steez joints he put out.
Shout out to V Steez, yeah.
And we had her on the program, man. She's so ill, man. She's one of my favorites of the past, few years.
I'm gonna drop some information with y'all, man. We got a track in the works. She sent me
what?
The verse. It's fire.
Oh, I see that all day.
Oh yeah, totally. I can see V Steez like doing taking the instrumentals, from Jazzy Vibes and just doing a whole little project, just a remix project. Yeah. She's that ill. Dope. Well, my man Acid in Germany also is wondering, and I got this. We got hit up a few times on Twitter, I think, as well. People wanting to know about if you have new music with Emma Pia coming out. So Jazzy Vibes produced entirely by Emma Pia. Do you have new music with him coming out anytime soon?
I don't know if he's up on the latest release. Is called Finally Home. Just a loose single that I did with Emma Pia. Now that was a feel good, morning track. Just thankful to be finally home. It's about being able to arrive home safely after a long day and see your family.
Yeah.
And just be thankful, man. Thankful for health and all the little things that are important to you. So that was just a random song that we did. I picked up off of his latest instrumental tape, which you could check out. I think Bees, Trees, and Flowers, super dope. But as far as a project, we're not working on anything right now, but he is mixing and mastering the new one, which is produced by Leo Lopez. So I feel like with him handling the mixing and mastering, it'll probably sound very similar to Jazzy Vibes. Because I've sent him a couple tracks, he sent them back, and man, they sound amazing.
And this new album is produced entirely by, say, Leo Lopez?
Yeah, entirely by Leo Lopez. We have a single out called Slow It Down. You guys can check out. That one's just about, breathing, taking the time to reflect on life and just be thankful. And it's also about some gentleman that randomly came up to me and told me, yo, I can just feel like greatness just coming out of you. And I could tell you're going to do something great with your life. And I've never met the guy before. True story. It was at a Denny's after a show.
Wow.
It was probably because I was feeling like I had a crowd energy coming at me. And when I left the building, I was just feeling like the man, I was just walking around. I was feeling great. And so he came up to me while we were eating and he just told me that out of nowhere. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Thank you so much. And he didn't look like no crazy dude off the street or anything. Decent looking gentleman just came up to me and just told me that, man. I was like, that's crazy. Like, man, I took it as a sign.
Yeah, well, that's dope. That's dope. And what can you tell us more about Leo Lopez?
Oh yeah, Leo Lopez, man. He's a dope producer from Amsterdam. He reached out to me with a batch of beats, and I heard them. They sound incredible. I think it's a great follow up to Jazzy Vibes. I was writing it, in the middle of the pandemic. It's very reflective, super chill. You probably won't get tracks like Raw, Lo-Fi, Drop It, Real Talk. Those are, a little more. That's a little more on my boom bap, kind of more raw lyrics. You probably get a little more mellowed out, reflective music, which I think will come across great. Hopefully.
Yeah, Man, I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure. Yeah. New Self also asked, when is your new album coming out that is produced entirely by New Self?
By New Self? Oh, what up, New Self? I see you, man. Thank you for logging on, man, and checking us out. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, he's
Man,
good.
yeah. I mean, dude, I want to work with you for sure, man. You know, I'm trying to get these projects out so I can free up some time, man. But I'm definitely keeping you in mind for sure.
So if time's not an issue, and you mentioned earlier, you can't work with everybody. I mean, even if you had all the time in the world, you couldn't. What is it about people when they reach out to you that kind of makes you take a second look, like, all right, let me see what this person has to say?
But let me tell you one thing that I don't do that some people do to me. They look at my follow count, they look at my likes and say, not enough. All right, move on. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's a game of like how many people can I reach?
Yeah.
You know, opposed to skills, you know, or being an authentic human, be like just a real human being, man. Like, oh, this dude seems cool, man. Like I think we could really vibe out and make some good music. It feels like it's not really like that anymore for some reason, man. And some of the people that I reached out to, I've had some great conversations with. And I think, you know, the people that are going to be featured on my album, some of my good friends or some people that I've, you know, built a relationship with on social media. And you know, it's not only about is he dope or, you know, what can he bring to the table, you know, talking politics, money, followers, all that jazz, you know. It's just more about, you know, having a connection with someone and being able to vibe out on the music tip.
Yeah, that's dope. Profound. Almas, any thoughts?
Yeah, I got some thoughts. Man, Kid Abstrakt, we need to get you on this EP. That's my thoughts, man. We got some stuff in the works. I got open verse for you right now.
Hey, I'm ready with a 16, man.
Man, I'm at you. I got 16 for you. I'll send you the whole. We'll take my people to talk to your people after the show.
And we won't check how many followers you have either.
Yeah, right.
Man, you know, I would be happy to, man. Send that over, man. We can get to work. Just give me a little time, man, because like I said,
sure.
I'm working on 2 albums and I have a really, really special feature that should be out maybe within a couple weeks, which is like
if you was if you was Io Mas, I would rush you, but you're not Io Mas, so I'm not gonna rush you. but no,
what's the delay, Io Mas? What's the delay, man?
He has other things.
I'm in school, dog.
No, but kid,
though.
But for real though, like I feel like what you do is what we all do here. Io, Till included, Joe, Stowe, and Bo. It's like it's we call it music, but really it's art. Like, so there is never a timetable, brother. Like everybody that's worked with me know that I really don't be on a timetable. I feel like it comes when it comes. I may send you something, you may not get the inspiration for it for 6 or 7 months, and I may not be ready to have it done by then either. I just learned, the longer that I've been in the game, I learned to let art be what it is, and things happen how they happen, which is how everybody's hip hop and how the boom bap chat happened.
Oh no, 100%, man. I feel that.
I mean, just to follow up on that too, like in the tradition of like a Tribe and De La, like they didn't come out like boom, 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 boom. Like it took years for them to come out with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years before you get a De La or before you get a Tribe, but it showed in the quality of the music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you get them albums where you can listen to it from start to finish, because they took their time to cook. Like Taiwan said, we ain't frying, this is baking. You know what I'm saying? The microwave age of music, we ain't doing that. We baking. You know what I'm saying? So and you get more like, you know what I'm saying, you get more nutrition, and it takes the seasoning to like get into it when you baking. You know what I'm saying? When you microwave it, it take all the ingredients and the nutrition out. You know what I'm saying? So I like that pace. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. I like that pace.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Definitely. So we brought up native tongues, or Io Mas did. Kid Abstrakt, maybe you have thoughts on this. There is a constant dialogue that I see about who is and who isn't in the native tongues. Through your experiences and your travels and your learnings, do you have an idea of like who the native tongues are and are not?
You know what, man? I've thought about that a couple times, man, but I have no definitive answer, man.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like whoever was around at the time and was in the studio, you were a part of the native tongues, you know. If
Right.
you brought similar energy and you were there, you're on the native tongues. That's what it feels like. It doesn't really feel like even they said, all right, look, you're in here, and
Right.
we're the native tongues. Like it almost feels like people crowned them the native tongues. They gave them that name. It feels like that, you know?
Right. Yeah, because they weren't a group like Wu-Tang. You know, there was 9 members. You know, that was Wu-Tang, and then Capitana, kind of came in. But there was a group, and you could kind of definitively say, these are the members.
Right.
But with native tongues, it's not really that way. With native tongues, like to your point, Kid Abstrakt, it's like it was just dope humans making dope music together, and all of a sudden this term came up, native tongues, and they started rapping on each other's albums and stuff. And man, dope, my favorite collective of all time, which is a good moment to just pause and do a little commercial that we have a new book coming out that I almost said at the top of the hour. It's called The Native Tongues Review. It's due out this May. And we're going to have, just like we do the Boom Bap review, we're going to do album reviews, retrospective pieces, reflections, things of that nature. We're going to be doing our top 10 lists of our favorite songs, favorite albums, favorite MCs from the collective. Got some essay pieces that we're working on. We're also working on some pretty dope interviews, written interviews to be featured in the book. So really, really excited about this book. Almost, were you about to say something about the book? I know you're excited about it.
Oh yeah, man! I'm about the article, like the articles that I'm writing. I can't wait, bro. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
it's gonna
man.
be sick. Yeah,
Totally.
I'm looking forward to that. For
Hey, Till, have you,
Fire.
Io? Let me ask the group a question. Have you ever looked up who they say the official native tongue members are?
I bet you I can name them.
The list was way longer than I thought.
Well, where did you get this list?
Now,
Wikipedia?
Of course, but there's a Google one too, because Wikipedia has it listed like core members and peripheral members. Like the core members, they got the Jungle Brothers, Tribe Called Quest, De La, Lucien,
That's the
Moni
core
Love,
members.
The core members. They say peripheral
Lucien?
member. Yeah,
Lucien?
Tribe did. Yeah,
Yeah,
Lucien,
but
Revolution.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. And they got Black Sheep, Chi Ali, and Fushnikins.
Fushnikins is what surprised me.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I knew there was a connection, but I never thought that they were.
I think Fushnikins is on the peripheral, bro. I don't think they's like, because the core members are Queen Latifah, De La Soul, Moni Love, Tribe Called Quest, and De La. And then they added
Jungle Brothers, right?
Well, Black Sheep. I said it.
And the Jungle Brothers too, right?
Yeah, Jungle Brothers. I think I said the Jungle Brothers.
Well,
and then Black Sheep. Sheep was like, they was the black sheep of the family. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So to me, those are the core members, and then everybody else is just add-ons, like you know what I'm saying, Brand Nubians
and Beat Nuts,
leaders of the new school, Beat Nuts.
Yeah, all of that. Most Def, Common, The Far Side.
I mean, if you go do that, here too. I mean, if you do that, you might as well add the Bush Babies. You might as well add
they on there too. They on there too. Yeah,
but this is the peripheral list.
Bro.
This is the
jump me in, man. Jump me in. I'm down.
Yeah, is Kid Abstrakt on there?
I'm bringing the jazz, man.
Dude, hey, somebody right now needs to go to Wikipedia and just add Kid Abstrakt to the native tongues.
Yo, shoot, man.
Hey, Abstrakt, I got one for you. Go get the instrumental remix. We got the jazz. Kid brings the jazz. Kid brings the jazz. Kid brings the jazz.
That'd be dope.
I was just listening to that the other day, man. That song is beautiful, bro.
Hey, I'm no lie, Profound. No lie. I literally used that chorus for something, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna use it or not because I didn't want to bite too much. But now that you said that,
bro,
I think you confirmed the idea, man, that it would be dope. So
it's art, man. You're not biting, bro. It's respect, dude, man.
Yeah, that's
staying
showing
homage.
homage. Yeah, homage
Yeah.
for sure.
Kid brings the oh, that's so dope, man. Matter of fact, I'll do the hook for you if you want. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
50% royalties, man. For
bro,
sure.
Ayo, when you tell them I ain't even like that, bro. You ain't gotta shoot me nothing but the
Yeah,
track.
we got a job.
Shoot me the track, and I got you.
There we go.
Yo, staying on the staying on the native tongues for a minute. Kid Abstrakt, do you remember like your early experiences with the native tongues?
You know what's crazy, man? I was actually, man, I was just a little kid when I was out, man. So, and my introduction to hip hop didn't come until like 98, 99 when I like really understood what it was.
Yeah.
And my introduction was Tupac, you know, being from LA.
Yeah.
And then the next tape after that was Biggie. So I had those tapes on a boombox, man. So we would sit there and actually consume the music and actually feel the music coming out the speakers, man, just as a kid. So I'm actually fully consuming everything, man. And it was a great experience, man. That's why I fell in love with hip hop. So later, fast forward to maybe like early high school. So this for me would be like 2005, 2006. I don't even know if Tribe is even active at this point anymore when I'm fully diving into their discography. So I was super late to the game, man. I'm studying all this stuff like in the blog era. So I download all their albums off a blog and I listen in and I'm like, what the heck is this right here? Like this is the best music I've ever heard, yo. Like, and I just fell in love with that, man. So I was late to the game and I wasn't actually listening while it was all happening. I wish I was.
Oh, it's all good. I mean, you know, everyone's story is different, you know, and there's value in every story. So yeah, I appreciate you sharing that for real. Do you have like, are there certain albums from the native tongues that you go back to again and again and again, even today?
Oh yeah. Back to Tribe because they're my favorite, and then it would be De La Soul for sure. But I always go to Midnight Marauders, The Low End Theory, Balloon Mind State, Stakes is High. Those are my top 4 albums, man, that I can have on repeat all day. Like, how do you top that, man? Like, it's incredible music.
Hey man, can we make a plea right? Can we make a plea right now for them to hurry up and get De La's catalog on the streaming platforms, man?
Yeah, I've been waiting,
I know they worked out the issues apparently, but man, come on.
They need to hurry up with that, bro.
I know what happened. They heard about our book coming out in May, so they wanted to wait until the release of the book. So that's what happened. Yeah.
So you're gonna make it until May? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, wait till May. That's the only thing that makes sense in my mind. That's
because they did say that it was supposed to be out on all streaming platforms by the end of the year. So I was waiting on that.
Right, of last year. Yeah. But you know, De La Soul, their years are like if they say 1 year, it's usually like 2 or 3 or 4, you know. They're on a different timetable. Yeah.
That's true. They're on a different time. Yeah.
And then like in the Old Testament, like a year was like, you know, some scholars say it was like 1,000 years or whatever. No, okay.
For daylight.
For daylight's on a different timetable. So,
Joe, I see you. You see Joe?
Yeah.
Whooping Sheep's Clothing. You absolutely right.
I love that album, man.
Hey man, that's right. We got to. Hey, Drez coming back too. We're gonna have to have Kid Abstrakt back when we bring Drez back.
Oh, that would be dope. What do you think about Drez, Kid Abstrakt?
Oh, I love Drez, man. And I've been kind of keeping up with him on Twitter. And it's good to see him active, man.
It's nice to see he's kind of like, in the nicest way possible, trolling Kanye West a little bit with his fashion. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see that, really? Man, but I'm glad he is.
He's on Drink Champs. Actually, I think it aired tonight. Drez
is on Drink Champs?
Oh, yeah, Drez, Chi Ali, and then I think one of the maybe Molecules from the Legion. They're on Drink Champs.
Dope.
Yeah, and I guess on Drink Champs he says something about how Kanye West, you know, looked up to him for his, you know, for Kanye's fashion or something like that. And so he was posting some things around social media about like how he's, a better dresser than Kanye or something like that. But I was like, oh man, is he trying to low-key trying to troll Kanye?
I mean, between y'all, I mean, and people that's in here, I don't think. Well, I'm not gonna say that live. I'm not gonna say that live. But I'm gonna definitely say it when we get off live. But yeah, man, one of the dopest dressers in hip hop to me is Grand Poobah, bro.
Oh,
Facts.
yeah.
Grand Poobah used to dress, bro.
Poobah
Don't
was
front on Poobah, bro. For real.
definitely.
It's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I want to throw to some comments from our listeners. My man Marcus really resonated with your Tupac statement. Tupac has helped me get through some tough days. Shout out to you, Marcus. Feel that Tupac had a way of just like the emotion that he put on the mic was incredible. And then Alexis is tuning in. He's asking you, Kid Abstrakt, when are we getting more 2R records?
Oh yeah, 2R, double R, R2, Revolutionary Rhythm, Raw Rhythm. Man, those are my brothers right there. We released a song called Imagine not too long ago. It's on all streaming platforms. But as far as a project, it's been tough, man, because we're both living the dad life.
Yeah.
We got 9 to 5s, man.
Yeah, man.
So it's kind of been hard to connect. But I do have Predominance dropping a verse on my new album. And I think that's as close as you're gonna get to a Revolutionary Rhythm song. It's super dope. I'm excited to share it with you guys.
Yeah, man, love to hear it. Can you tell us more about Revolutionary and what that's about?
Oh yeah, my crew, Revolutionary Rhythm. We formed in middle school. It was originally Revolutionary Rappers, but for some reason, at a certain point, we really hate the term rappers. We like MCs, and we changed it to rhythm to just be a little more open, so we can kind of, just in case we wanted to sing or, play instruments or, kind of leave it open to anything that we might want to learn or do. And so it was just me and Predominance, 2 MCs that were just battle rapping in middle school. And later on in high school, we connected again. I was recording music on a cell phone, and so was he. It was like an old flip phone that had a audio message recording on it, right? So I would like put it by a speaker and play some beats and like just kick a little 16. But it was funny because at the time I was probably whispering. I was like, just doing a rap and the dad, like just cheesy rhymes, you know what I mean? And I would go show it to him, but we figured out that we liked a lot of the same beats. Like we were rapping on like Jurassic 5 beats, Dilated Peoples, Far Side, a lot of like that West Coast underground, Alcoholics. We were rhyming on a lot of that stuff. So he was like, wait, you listen to this? And I was like, wait, you know about this too? In high school, everybody's listening to 50 Cent, G Unit, The Game, all that stuff. So we connected. We're like, yo, you like this? And we're like, all right, we're going back and forth. All right, wait, we're forming a group, form the group, man. And then made some mixtapes, made a couple albums, ended up going on tour with my favorite group of all time. Well, it's a toss-up between Tribe Called Quest and People Under the Stairs, but I went on tour with People Under the Stairs, which is a crazy story. I met this one at a gas station. I'm driving down the street. My dad's driving me to work at the time. I'm still in high school. And I look over and I'm like, wait, I know that guy. That's one from People Under the Stairs. Hold on, turn right here real quick. So he turns, we're in the gas station. I run up to him. I'm like, yo, that's one. What's up, man? I'm a huge fan. I didn't even tell him that I rap. I was like, I'm a huge fan, man. You live around here? He's like, yeah, I live up the street. Oh, no way. I live up the street, man. Oh, shoot. Let's connect, man. All right, cool. And later on, they had like a Christmas beat tape that he made that he was dropping off to people and that he was mailing out to people. But I had my name on that list. I wanted a beat tape from him. So he ended up coming to my door and actually dropping it off. He knocked on the door. He's like, yo, Diego, what's up, man? I came to drop off this beat tape for you. I was like, oh, this is crazy, man. Took pictures with him, got his contact information, and sent him some music on those beats. Long story short, they had a show at Paid Dues, and we bought VIP tickets to go backstage to give him the CD that we rapped on his beats. He heard it. He was like, yo, this is dope. You guys need to go on tour with us. Man, the rest is history, man. We did like a little Cali tour with him. We didn't go out we didn't branch out too far. We stayed in the Cali area. We did a Colorado show. That was amazing. But that's probably the highlight of Revolutionary Rhythm, man. Being able to tour with one of our favorite hip hop groups.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Thes One. He just put out a new beat tape. I love the cover.
Oh, nice.
If you haven't seen it, Shelter in Place. If you haven't seen the cover, it's a nod to the Boogie Down Productions, KRS-One. Which album was that? By Any Means Necessary?
I believe so.
It was. Where he's kind of imitating Malcolm, but he's got you just have to Google it and look. It's fresh.
Yeah. For those of you that can see me on the video, man, it's my shirt right here for the legendary Double K. Rest in peace. We're approaching a year since he passed, man, and man, he was such a great MC, dude. Like being able to meet someone that you admire and to be so cool, so humble, so down to earth, treat you like family, man. It was man, the biggest blessing, man. Like I don't know if there's anything that will ever top that experience for me, man, to be honest with you, because I look up to these dudes, man. Like they were just independent hip hop artists grinding when things kept going against them, man. They were like, nah, we're just gonna keep making the music that we love. We're not gonna change for anybody, we're not, you want to hear this, nah, we're gonna do this, you know what I mean? We're gonna do what we want to do.
Right.
And so the way that they just thrived and ended up being like one of the most successful independent hip-hop artists, man. Like I know a lot of people aren't up on them, but the ones that are up on them, they know what's up, man. And so salute to the legendary Double K, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace for sure. What was your relationship like with Double K?
So I only talked to him on the few tours that we went on, and it was funny because when I met him, he was like a big serious dude, and I didn't really know how to approach him. I was still trying to kind of figure out how I can approach him. And then after we rocked the stage, got out, and he ended up being this big, goofy dude, man. Like he embraced us, man, and that was really cool, man, because I thought I was gonna be like, oh yeah, Double K, what's up, man? Yeah, how you doing? All right, cool, man. Great show, man. All right, just keep it simple, But we ended up being able to joke and have a great time, man. So it's amazing memories.
That's great, man. Yeah. Rest in peace to Double K and all his family and friends, man. I think that to your point, they didn't have a mass appeal, but the people that knew them loved them. I mean, they were just so dope. Every album, they put out dope. So. Miss those guys together. Miss him. Iomas, Profound. Anything else you guys want to ask about before we celebrate some classic albums together?
I just like the fact that I can tell that Kid Abstract's a real MC because he don't like to be called a rapper. We hate that, bro.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, bro, what you mean? What you want me to do? Wrap you a sandwich? Wrap your swollen ankle, bro?
Let me tell you the worst thing. I'm sure you can relate to this.
Bro.
When you're at the family functions and they're like, yo, you still doing that rapping thing? You're a rapper, right? You still doing that?
Yep.
Oh, wait, the little rapping thing.
Little rapper thing.
First of all, I'm a vocalist MC. And yes, everything is going fantastic.
So I'm curious to know when you're not putting out some of the nastiest, jazziest hip hop around, what does fill up your time? What other work do you get into?
Yeah, probably rapping is probably the least of my time lately, man. 2 kids running around the house, I don't get to talk much hip hop, man. So this is great, man. I'm enjoying talking to you guys, man. But yeah, I'm usually spending time with my kids, playing hide and seek, tag, playing Legos, man. Cleaning up after them, man, or yelling them at them, telling them to pick up their toys, man. Stop leaving stuff around the house. They're full of energy, man. I love them so much. When me and my wife, we love watching movies. That I think that takes a lot of our time. We love watching series and stuff, Netflix. And other than that, I'm a huge sports head, man. I'm a basketball fan, Laker fan. I'm a Packer fan. Unfortunately, we got eliminated by the 49ers, man. I don't want to talk about
that. My condolences to you.
I'm a Dodger fan, man, and Brazil is my soccer team, man. Real Madrid, that's my soccer team. Any soccer heads out there, man?
Right on.
That's my team too, bro. My favorite soccer player of all time is I can't remember his name. That's a shame. I just said but I could never remember his name, man. The dude, he he had his own commercial where they was doing like and one stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Stuff. Oh, you're talking about Ronaldinho?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ronaldo Dio. That's my boy,
Yeah. Oh,
bro.
man,
that
he was
boy
amazing.
Fire, bro. He a monster, bro. Yeah,
Yo,
Brazil's my favorite soccer team too, bro.
That's what's up.
Bro.
Going back to the American football, I'm in Cincinnati, so I think there's still fans walking around these streets that are like, wait, did this happen? Are we really close to being in the Super Bowl? I'm not sure if is this real, It's almost like disbelief, like this can't be real.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. QB.
It is
legit.
It is amazing. Yeah, no doubt. Tough season for us Laker fans. Shout out to Joe, November.
Hey, man, you laughing a little too hard, man. Hey, come on, man.
Why y'all say that? Why are you saying that? Tough season for the Lakers fans. What's up?
Because they ain't playing well.
Hey, but hold up. Wait, let me respond to that real quick. Yesterday was the 2 year. It was 2 years since Kobe passed. 24 months. So the Lakers were 24 and 8th seed. So are they really doing bad, or is this part of the plan? Answer that.
Hey. Man, if they depended on Russell Westbrook, it's not part of the plan. But man, you know how it is, man. It gets tough for everybody right now because they've been, it's about to be the second half of the season.
Yeah,
they'll be okay.
Maybe
hopefully.
Our Bulls looking real good though. Io, come on, Io.
Bulls looking real. We kind of lost because what's the name? Levine got hurt. I'm salty about that.
Yeah, Caruso's out hurt too. It's okay. Yeah. But Till's got a home city in football right now, so we gonna.
Hey, but I'm with the Bengals because that's Till's team. Bengals all the way, bro. You got me checking for them now. Bro.
Oh,
let's get it.
Man, my son would be hot if I root for the Bengals and not the Chiefs, man. He not.
Are you a Chiefs fan?
Yeah, he's
a Mahomes fan.
He think he looks like Patrick Mahomes. So yeah, he played quarterback too. So yeah, that's all he do is Patrick Mahomes this and Patrick Mahomes that.
Head and shoulders
throwing a sidearm
before the game.
Head and shoulders, bro. Yup. This dude is incredible.
Y'all got State Farm,
man. Yeah, I need it with this dude, man.
Since you from LA, who's your favorite football team in LA? Like, is it the Raiders or is it the Rams?
Or I'm glad you didn't say the Chargers because I don't really consider them LA.
Yeah, that's San Diego, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know what they're doing over here.
Well, the Raiders aren't they in?
Raiders, they here with me. They in Vegas,
right?
They're in Vegas, but I think they have the biggest fan base in LA, though. That's the thing because they were an LA team.
Oh, they're not an LA team no more.
No, not no more.
No, they're in Vegas.
Wow.
The Raiders are out here.
Serious? Wow.
Need to update.
Wow. No, I mean I stopped watching football because of my man Colin Kaepernick, man. I ain't like how they did.
Oh yeah.
Like, man, y'all gotta have
I know quite a few people that did the same thing.
Yeah. I'll probably watch football again if Pro Son get in the league, then I'll start watching again. But other than that, man, I ain't messing with them like that, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, but sorry, I didn't
answer your question, man. I'm gonna root for the Rams, though.
The Rams, okay.
Yeah.
All right, right on. Cool.
I wouldn't be mad if Odell Beckham got one, man.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that would be dope. That would be dope. Profound, IO, anything else? Any other last minute questions? Last second.
Man, Kid Abstrakt is dope, man.
Truly. Before we start celebrating these albums, Kid Abstrakt, is there anything else you want to let people know? I know you mentioned you got new music coming out. You want to shout that out again?
Oh yeah, so new project coming out with Lopez. I don't have a date yet. We're still kind of mixing things up, making sure it's nice and tight, ready to go. But I'm super excited for that. I have another album in the works with New Vintage. Yes, how you doing? And I'm super excited for that as well. I think that one's gonna bring a little more energy, a little more raw boom bap. So the first one's gonna be real mellow, more reflective. The next one's gonna have a little more energy. I'm excited about that. And like I said earlier, I have a super, super crazy collaboration coming out in a few weeks. I'm just waiting for the track to be sent back to me. Okay. We're going to get it out for y'all. Man, I'm super excited for this. Working with someone that I truly respect and admire. And after that, hopefully, I'm starting to put together an EP, kind of like a self-release EP to just drop randomly for everybody. So be on the lookout for that. And then also, I want to do a giveaway, man, on my IG. So if for those of you that are listening right here, I'll wait a little bit, maybe wait over the weekend, let people get on the podcast and see. So if you follow me at Kid Abstrakt, I will be giving away a T-shirt. Let me grab one real quick.
Yeah, get that T-shirt.
Let me
see how it's looking.
So you can get a Kid Abstrakt Jazz and Coffee T-shirt.
Nice.
I'm a raffle one of those away, and let me get one more thing real quick.
Yeah, check that. Get that. I want to shout out Reeds with Rosa, who says excited for the new albums. Always looking for music for our classroom playlist. Man, that's dope. Shout out to you, Reeds with Rosa.
I try not to cuss. Actually, if you guys have noticed, I try not to, throw any profanity in there, so it fits perfectly with the classroom.
Yes.
And also you can also enjoy the instrumental copy.
Yeah.
I'm a raffle one of these away too.
Oh,
signed by Emma Pia. So he shipped this from Poland to me. So if you follow me at Kid Abstrakt, I'll wait, maybe about a week or two, let people listen to the podcast, and you can enter for a chance to win, man. Vinyl and a T-shirt.
That's super dope. Yeah. So make sure you all get on that. Follow him on IG and win that free stuff. That's dope. Super dope. Well, we're definitely going to be looking out for the new projects. Can't wait. And I'm really curious to know who this guest is on this new single. So I'll be looking for that and be, sharing it out to everybody.
I wish I could share with you guys, man. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm like super eager to get the news out. But, we're keeping it under wraps and just kind of going to just hit them by surprise,
Yeah. No doubt. All right. Well, we're going to go into a little having some fun with some albums, some classic albums. I'm going to show you an album. It's called One Word. I'll show you the album. I'll name it for the podcast listeners. And the challenge is for you to describe the album with one word and one word only, or as Profound would say, one word only. All right, here we go. All right, coming in, first one, we have The Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest.
Jazzy.
Yeah, excellent word. You passed the Profound test right there. All right, next one right here. Midnight Marauders by Tribe Called Quest.
That was my reaction.
That's less than one word. There you go.
What can you say, man? I gotta say a few more words to that, man.
Go ahead.
That one's the one that you can just run back, no skips. Low End Theory as well, of course. Midnight Marauders, something about it, man. There's a different energy. I don't know, man. It's an incredible album. There you go. You got it on wax.
Do you find yourself going back to one of these albums more than the other one, or is it about the same?
Yeah, I go back to Midnight Marauders a little more, I would say. I believe that one has a war tour, right?
Yeah, it does. Yes.
Yes, a war tour is the first song I heard, and I was like, man, this is amazing. Yeah. So more often than not, I'm listening to all these classics while I'm in album mode. I try not to listen to too much new music. I'll go back to the classics.
That's dope. I like that a lot.
That's what KRS-One said you're supposed to do. While you were listening
he might have been
classics.
I like that. All right, next one. Balloon Mind State by De La Soul.
It might blow up, but it won't go pop.
What was the word? Sorry, Kid Abstrakt.
Oh, I said pop.
Pop, yes.
and not pop like pop music. Like pop, the balloon.
Oh yes.
Say, man. Yeah, I love that album.
I do too. Next one, Stakes is High by De La Soul, keeping it native tongue.
Dilla.
Dope.
Great one word, man.
Yeah. Can you expand on that? Why Dilla?
Well, the title, the self-titled track, Stakes is High, man. Yeah, I actually wrote a verse. I tweeted something the other day. I was like, I write verses to J Dilla beats. And then sometimes I'll change them over to other songs. Yeah. So just recently I wrote to Stakes is High.
Oh, dope.
And man, I love that beat.
Yeah, the horns on that, man.
Amazing.
Dope. All right, going to this great group right here. This is People on the Stairs questions in the form of an answer.
L.A.
L.A.
That's 2 words, but Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Kings. How about that? Kings.
Kings. There you go. I like that. All right, moving up to a little bit more modern times here. We got the people of today, the 1978ers.
Underrated.
Yeah, that's a good word for this.
Slept on. I really don't like the word underrated. Maybe it wasn't promoted as much. There's not a machine behind it. But the ones that know, they know that this is a great album. You is amazing. He's been posting a lot of stuff on IG, a lot of music, teasing a lot of music and not dropping anything, man. I've been commenting. I'm like, man, stop doing this, man. Stop.
Yes.
Just release the music, man, please.
Drop something. All right, this is Miles by Blue and Exile right here.
Man, let's see. Classic.
Ooh,
for me.
Yeah, I would agree
already.
Yeah, I would agree. In my opinion, this is the best double disc album ever.
Good, yeah. That's I'm gonna agree with you too. And they dropped a lot of music on this one, and every track is enjoyable in my opinion. And it actually dropped just before Jazzy Vibes. So
really,
that was pretty cool, man, to see another group dropping jazzy beats. You don't see that very often right now, man. I know V Steez, Funky DL, kind of doing the jazzy hip hop, the feel good hip hop that Blue and Exile do as well. So I was super happy to hear that, man. And they were also doing some cool stuff with like IG Live, and we're kind of figuring out how to move around and get things out during the pandemic. And I think they did a good job.
No doubt. Last one. I know you like this album. At least one verse on it for sure. This is Nothing Less by A1 and Phonics. You got a feature on here. Super dope. One of the better songs on the album, in my opinion. I like them all. But anyway, one word for Nothing Less by A1 and Phonics.
I'm gonna say cool.
Cool. Yes. That song, man. That song's so dope. And it's so cool too. The Cool Out, man. Such a nice vibe.
They actually sent me another song that I was writing to. And I don't know why. They were like, oh, no, hold up. We got another one that we want you to get on. They sent me that, and I wrote immediately. Like the 16 never came so easy in my life, man. Yeah. The beat was incredible.
That beat, Phonics is dope. And that joint you did with Phonics not too long ago, that's a dope song too. So.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, Timeless. Make sure y'all check that out, man.
Yeah, Timeless. No doubt. Well, listen, Kid Abstrakt, man, loved having you on the show tonight. The last thing that we always do, because it's a hip hop show, is we give our shout outs. So I'll give, Almas will give some, I'll give some, and then we'll hand it over to you to give the final shout outs of the night. And you can say whatever you want, shout out whoever, promote whatever you want. So we'll do it up like that. We might have some technical difficulties with Profound. His link dropped out, but we'll see if we'll get him back for his shout outs. But Almas, you want to go ahead and shout out your people tonight?
Oh, he said he backstage.
Okay, I'll bring him back in. But yeah, who do you want to shout out tonight, Almas?
Oh man, my people back home in Chicago, my family in Detroit. Man, the Boom Bap Brothers. You, Till, Pro, Stowe, Bo, Joe November. Man, I'm just like feeling like shout out to like life, man, and living, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, just like, I've just been really feeling like alive lately, like happy to be alive. So just shout out to that, man. Like, yeah, man. And then, definitely shout out to Kid Abstrakt for coming through. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your body, your work. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. And so, yeah, and on that note, I say peace, man.
Word up. Thanks, Almas.
Appreciate you, Almas.
Yo.
You want to shout out tonight?
Man, shout out the crew, as usual, the Boom Bap Chat, IO Till, Pro, myself, of course, Bo Stowe, Big Joe, Kid Abstrakt, man, incredible brother. Very impressed, brother. MC to MC, steel, sharp and steel, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep grinding. Man, Man, I'm gonna follow the spirit of IO, man, and give a shout out to life as well, man. And I think without life, we don't have this, of course, you know what I
Right.
mean. And we breathe in life into what we love, and I just want to really give a shout out for that, man. I think it's dope, and I just love that, what we doing, and love the conversations that we able to have.
For sure.
No doubt, no doubt. And I want to give a shout out to everyone that's been following us, tuning in every Thursday. Reads with Rosa. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Marcus. New Self. Carolina Lopez was on here. My man Joe, obviously, he's always tuning in. Just everyone that tuned in tonight, really appreciate you, and those that tune in every Thursday night. I want to shout out Ion Massimo Rod because his new album came out this week on Bandcamp, and we didn't even promote it, and it was like hundreds of plays. I was like, how did people even know about this joint? And they figured it out, and they got there, and they've been listening to it. So dope album. So I appreciate you putting it out there for the people to.
And I appreciate you, Till, for even influencing me to put that boy out digital. Cause man, respect to you, bro. For real, love to you too, bro. For real.
No doubt, it's dope. It's called The City of Wind on Bandcamp. Really dope. And shout out to all the Patreon supporters we have. We had a few more sign up this week, man. That's always a blessing when people see what we do and say, yeah, I'm with this. I want to support this. We really appreciate you all for supporting that. And I want to shout out one of my favorite artists of all time who tunes in every Thursday, Nasir Jones. Shout out to Nas. And shout out to his new album, Magic. His new album, Magic. Man, that dude, man, 3 decades, man. 3 decades. And he sounds as fresh and as motivated as ever. That's amazing.
Facts.
That's that hit boy. That's that hit boy and breathing life into that boy like that.
Yeah, man. So next, and we have a tradition here at the Boom Bap Chat. Every time he puts out an album, we analyze it and talk about it. So next Thursday we have some of our favorite MCs coming back. High Society will be back with us to talk about the album. So shout out to High Society, Nas, and Hit Boy Magic. And last but not least, obviously, Kid Abstrakt. Shout out to you. Thank you once again. I said at the top of the show, everything you put out is quality. It's the music I love. It's jazz influence. It's boom bap. It's dope hip hop. I love that you're not really cursing on it, so I can play it around all kinds of kids and grandparents and everything. So I appreciate that about your music as well. So just thank you for the quality that you put out and for sharing a bit of yourself with us tonight. Really appreciate it. And with that, we will give you the final shout outs of the night. We'll even make it real big here. But you ready? So take it away, Kid Abstrakt. Kid Abstrakt, you still there?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys, man. I appreciate y'all, everything you guys do, representing for hip hop, representing for good people. I'm right here, man. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Check.
We had a couple technical difficulties. But yeah, we can hear you. So
peace.
Go ahead. Yep.
Peace.
Yeah, you can go ahead. We can hear you.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, it might have just been a delay for a minute. So sorry about that. But yeah,
I spilled my heart and soul, and it was not recorded, man. Like what happened?
It's hip hop.
It ain't a hip hop show without some technical difficulties.
All right, I'm good now.
I was trying to get slick. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I think maybe.
Peace.
Maybe. I mean, he is good. We just
the Matrix. The Matrix.
Yes, that man. He caught in the Matrix, bro.
Super delayed, man. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, but you delayed, bro.
I think you need to be on Andromeda.
Check.
Microphone checker 1 2. What is this?
5-foot assassin with the roughneck business.
I wonder if he can hear that the Lakers lost by 18. I wonder if he can hear that.
Hey, yo,
about
You see, Jeff?
now?
Jeff said, that's when we got to tell the kids, get off the
Get off-
Wi-Fi. And maybe that's true because, Kid Abstract's on
All
the
right,
West
y'all, can y'all
Coast.
hear me live now?
Where I'm on.
Me too. Yeah.
We can hear you. Yeah. I think we're back. I think. Go ahead, Kid Abstract.
Morpheus.
I guess we're not.
Anderson. Hey, well, you know what? We can tell. We can tell Joe. Hey, Joe, your Lakers lost by 18, homie. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Someone mentioned that earlier. Man.
I thought they were gonna have a whip this year too, man.
What did he say earlier? He said something fun. Oh, here goes Joe earlier. He said,
he's right. The Kawinky big numbers ain't gonna get us the chip. He absolutely right. It's not happening. Tell Russell, you got to stop turning the ball over, bro. You got to stop turning the ball over.
I don't know why
they
picked Russell Westbrook, because that boy basketball IQ is about the size of a pea, bro. Like,
really?
His basketball IQ is not high, bro. It's not high, bro.
I thought he was. I haven't really been following, but I thought he was supposed to be super dope.
Even when he's with the Thunder, dog. That's why you think Durant left? Because that dude just don't have no IQ, bro. Like, come on, bro.
I tell you the one thing. The one thing. Oh yeah, we can hear you, Kid Abstract. I think we're.
Yo, am I good? Am I live now?
Yeah.
You're live.
He good.
Yeah, you back.
Real quick.
All right, there we go.
I just wanted to say, Russell Westbrook. The thing I remember about him was when he got that ball in bounds and started walking without dribbling. Y'all remember that clip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Did that too. He lifted it up and he was walking.
And they called it traveling. But they didn't call it with LeBron, but they called it with Russell, though. I remember that, man.
Oh, did LeBron do that too?
Yeah, but they didn't call it. LeBron did it in Utah. They didn't call it. Yeah.
I like
we got
Russell
you back,
Westbrook.
man. We're good.
All right. Well, okay. Kid Abstract, are you good?
Yeah, I spilled my heart and soul, man, and it like just glitched, man. But anyways, man, I just want to shout you guys out, man. I appreciate you guys for everything, man, for having me on, for showing me love. It's conversations like this that inspire me to keep making music, man. Shout out to Nas, man. I know you out there listening. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for Illmatic, greatest album, one of the greatest albums of all time. Love to you, man. And I want to, shout out Life as well. I'm glad you guys are on that wavelength right now, because I try to be on that wavelength daily, man. Like, as soon as I wake up, I look up, man. I thank God for waking me up, man, because, tomorrow's not promised, man. And that's the way I live, just trying to make the most of what we have and taking advantage of every moment, man. And showing love whenever we can, man, because it just feels like now we're kind of separated, with this quarantine. We're kind of staying away from each other. It's a time where we really need to connect, and just, humanity, man. Just bring the love back. We need more people, less personas. I heard that quote the other day, man. I loved it. That's what we need, man. We need more people, genuine people showing love, man. So peace to you guys, man. I appreciate y'all sending peace and blessings. Love to all the fam out there. Thank you for listening. I want to shout out my in-laws for taking care of the kids right now, so I can record this podcast with you guys. My wife jumped in as well. Carolina Lopez. That's who you shouted out, man. That's my wife. Shout out to my wife.
Word.
Yep. My family, they're great support, man. Honestly, I would not be making music if the family didn't support. So much love to my family. I love y'all.
And on that note, we say
peace.